children to follow, make a better tomorrow. If you wanna save the world, you gotta save the children. Boy, set an example for the children to follow, make a better tomorrow. Yeah. Until the children are important to teens, we try to accommodate. Until the children are important to teens.
Yes, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hi, thank you, Richard. Thank you for having me.
That's a pleasure. What would you like to say?
First of all, I'd like to, in relation to the lady who spoke, Kate, I agree with what she was saying in regards to toxic masculinity. I think she highlighted that very well. The difference between them, so to speak, I myself had several, I'm a black man of West Indian background here in the UK. My father was a role model in the sense where he worked. I think my parents worked together. I spent the weekends with my father, my holidays, etc. School holidays and so forth. I had my older brothers and with my father. They were very positive role models. In relation to our role models, I feel that there is a lack of male role models. One of the main reasons for it, I really feel, is the family court division, so to speak. And this, there is, shall we say, attitude, a social attitude whereby talk about.
Nicholas, just one minute. Is there any way we can make your line a bit clearer? Because it just sounds a little bit muffled, a little bit grainy. Is there any way you can sharpen that up a bit? Because I'm slightly
I'll put you on speaker. I'll put it on speaker. Is that better?
Yes, that is better, because I'm interested in what you're saying, but I'm struggling to hear you. So, yeah, carry on.
Right, so, where was I?
You were about to talk about social services.
Social services and the family division, so to speak, Now, myself, I've not seen my sons. Now, I used to take my son, wake them up in the morning, make their breakfast, take them to school, pick them up from school in the afternoon. I spent time with them in the afternoon. I used to take them in the forest. We used to go play football, go in the forest, bike rides, and all sorts of things. I used to spend a lot of time with my children, my sons. Now, since the breakup of my relationship with my ex, I've seen my sons now for 6 years. Now, that's come about professionals from the agencies, not being, shall we say, truthful, so to speak.
Right.
And, shall we say, exaggerating things, putting things out of context, so to speak, and actually propagating disinformation, etc. Now, this continued right from the very beginning, from with the social services, etc., right away up through to the family court, so to speak, And I was in the top, well, I won't go into that. Listen to, shall we say, it seems to me that we can talk about misogyny, which is a subject that should be spoke about, but we don't talk about why men in general, shall we say, have these misogynistic attitudes, so to speak. And we don't talk about the other word, the unspoken word, and what I consider to be the unspoken word in society, that being misandry.
The hatred of men,
Correct, Now, I'm actually the writer of a blog called Fatherless Britain.uk. And if you look at the page Father's Day 2021, that actually explains my full experience with all of the agencies, from the social services, right through to the family court, and all the way through, actually, from the very beginning. They were in this, what we call child protection meetings. I was shouted down when officers made disinformation. I was allowed to address one. I addressed it in such a way.
You felt that you felt that you yourself were the subject of misandry.
Absolutely, right the way through, from start to finish, right the way through.
Let me just bring this back onto the point there, because I think there's just one final thing I'd like to ask you, because you said that you were the doting father of children, and you brought them up and blah, blah. How important was it, do you feel, for them and for their development that you were around, that you were that you were a senior male figure, that you were around? Do you think that helped them, even though you in the end lost custody of them?
Right. I lost custody in the sense whereby I was actually, when we was breaking up, I actually became the primary carer. But because my ex realised that I wasn't going to take her back, she then started making up lies. Then the agencies, certain members of the agencies actually started continuing with the same sort of behaviour. Hence, I didn't, and I went to pick them up in school one afternoon, and I received a text. And I've not seen them since. And that text said that I've got the boys, they're with me, they're fine, and that's it. Literally. So going back to what you're asking in regards to
how important my
effect was on my son. Let's put it this way. I would say that I'm a masculine man, not a toxic masculine man. Yeah, and I like the way. That's why I emphasise the way Kate defined the difference. Yeah. Now myself, when it came to, or when I would talk to my children, I used to talk to them about life. I used to talk about, we don't play football. I would sit there and have conversations with them. I'd talk to them about girls when they started getting to the age of looking at girls. And I would say to them, look, you're very good, you're good-looking boys, you're pretty boys, yeah, right? And I know you like the girls, yeah? So, if there's a girl in school, yeah, be her friend, yeah? And if you're lucky, you may be one of the ones that only has to have you may be your special woman right early on in life, and that might go through, but there's no guarantee. However, just be her friend, just be friends. And I used to talk to them about this type of thing. When the breakup started happening, there was one particular, I won't go into details, but there was one particular argument, so to say, she stormed out as she would normally do. And, and every time that happened, the boys would always be with me. So when that would happen, I would take them over the park and we'd go and say, well, give them the choice. Should we go and play golf, or should we go and play football, or go for a bike ride? No, give them the choice. And this particular day, we was going to go for a walk for the forest. They chose to go for a walk for the forest, so we went. And as we went, as we were walking, before we got to the front door, I stopped and I said, listen, and I explained to them, and I said to them, times when you're in a relationship and it doesn't work out with a young lady, yeah, right, and it starts getting, should we say, a little bit, there's lots of arguments and everything else. Whatever you do, never ever abuse a woman. You don't ever, whether that be physically, or in any other way. They're a little bit young for me to say sexually, So I used to talk to my sons, and I used to have conversations about life.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, Nicholas, it's just that we're near to the headlines, so I'm going to end it there. But thank you very, very much indeed. And because I think what you've done is illustrate what many people, I think, would agree is missing in young men's lives, be they of colour or white or whatever else it might be. And that is a father figure who talks to them about issues of life. I suspect that's why people like Andrew Tate have been so successful in the uptake of their message. Got various comments here. Parents who've been calling the NSPCC and other charities because they're worried about their children and the way that their children talk about women, the misogyny that they're expressing at the age of 15, 16, 17. And I think that sort of stuff is largely down to the influence of people like Andrew Tate. I wonder whether you have a view on whether we do have a problem of toxic masculinity in society at the moment. Do you think that it is the lack of male role models that are causing the increase in, just to pick one, knife crime amongst ever younger men, boys really? If we look at the sort of people who are having, the age of boys who are having knives taken off them these days. And when it comes to schools, whose responsibility should it be to not just teach English, maths and geography and science, but to teach children a moral code, to teach them right from wrong, to teach them how to treat each other, and to teach them about the perils of criminality? Is that onus always on the parents, or should it be something that teachers take on as a responsibility too? And maybe on a lighter note this morning, if you'd like to get in touch with me, I'd very much like